So today I'm going to show you how to do layering with markers, um, and so it'll make a little more sense to you, and maybe you can get through some of the doubts that you have about it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start a new project, obviously, and upload. Let's upload this image here. Let's do the butterfly. I did this one for my wife. Purchased it and thinking it was a true SVG. I only paid 99 cents for it, but it's not a true SVG. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to clean it up like this. So, just going to do a simple one. Click continue. It's a pretty big file, so let's zoom out. If it was a true SVG file, you wouldn't have this background on it. And you would be able to just simply upload this and then separate these out by hiding the black layer or so on and so on. But because it didn't have a background on it, the person thought it was a SVG file and sold it that way, but it's not. So let's get rid of everything except the black. So we're just going to simply click in here and get rid of all color except black. And it's pretty simple. And hopefully by the end of this, you'll be able to feel a little more confident. It's not, I won't say it's easy, but it's, once you get used to using the markers for layers, it's pretty simple to do. You can click preview and see if you're done. You guys know that. So let's continue. I'm going to save it as a cut image. I always change the name to help me remember. So BTRFLYBLK. That way it'll let me know that this one is supposed to be black. Click on save. You can see I've already done it once here. So we're going to go back and re-upload the exact same image again. Same thing. Let's do simple and click continue. Zoom out. This time let's do the purple. So we'll get rid of everything that's not purple. Excuse me. Alright, so the blue's gone. Now the black. Okay, and now the background. Alright, so when you click preview, because it's not a true SVG file, you can see I've got a lot to clean up. I'm trying to make this quick and simple for the sake of this video, so I will just quickly go through this and try to clean up as much as I can, as quick as I can. I don't want this video to be 4 hours long, but if I was making this for someone, obviously I would spend a lot more time on this, either cleaning it up or purchasing a true SVG file from somewhere. Lesson learned in my part to verify it before we actually pay for something, but live and learn, so to speak. So let's quickly, went too far, so just undo that. Let's preview it again. Again, I'm not trying to make this perfect. It's just, going to be for the purposes of making this video to kind of help you understand the layering with the code or with the markers and how simple it is to do that. It can just be a little intimidating if you don't know what you're doing, but that's why we're here, is for all of us to teach and. Alright, let me preview this again. Let me get around the bottom here real quick and then we'll call that good enough. Alright, let's call that good enough and move on. Like I said, I don't want this video to be 4 hours long. again, well, you can see it's pretty bad. Let me fix that. My OCD is not going to let me get away with that. Anything you don't clean up in design space unlike this, it will show up and it will try to print with your maker. So it's kind of important that if you are actually doing this for someone, that you could clean it up really good. So let's continue. All right, that'll work. So again, save it as a cut image, BTRFLY, except this time it's PURP, purple. Hit save. Upload another image, the exact same one. Open it up, simple, continue, back out. Now this time we're going to get rid of everything except the blue, so let's get rid of everything except the blue. Alright, get rid of the black and get rid of this background. And again, we're going to have to clean it just a little bit. I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing that, but let's try to get as much as we can just because we don't want it to interfere with what I'm trying to show you. Plus, this kind of helps you if you wasn't clear on how to clean everything exactly right, or if you were cleaning your own image to make a layered project like this, this may help you out a little bit as well. So it's really kind of two tutorials all in one. All right, let's see here. Let me preview. Lots of cleanup. See the difference between this, and I'm using the, I'm not actually using the web-based program, I'm actually using the app that you can download for your laptop. But if we were on my phone, then there's a despeckle button on your iPhone. I'm sure it's on the other Windows-based phones too, Android-based phones. But we do not have that option on the app here or the web-based program, and I think they should include that, but that's just me. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we'll just go ahead and click continue, save it as it, whoa, that's not pretty good. Again, I'm not making this for anyone, so it's not got to be perfect. Just trying to get some ideas, but I don't want it to interfere with anything. So, plus, as I stated, I am OCD, and it does bother me when things like this don't show up the way they're supposed to. So, Alright, let's see what that looks like now. And let me get that bottom just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to let it go from there. Alright, so let's save as a cut image again. Again, BTRFLY, except this one is blue. Okay, so now I've got it broken down. Black, purple, and blue. Those are my three colors that I'm going to be layering. Okay, so all we do now is just obviously insert the images, and they're going to be huge, so we'll have to shrink them a little. So select all, and then just go up here and change this. Let's do 8 inches. Alright, so here's our images, and you can see what happens if you don't clean it right. See how big that goes out, and it should only be these sections here, but you see all these little dots. That's what happens if you don't clean it up just right, but for this it's fine. Alright, so this one is black, this one is purple, so let's change the color to purple. This one is blue, so let's change that color to blue. Okay, now you should be able to just lay this on top, lay this one on top, and it fills the holes. Okay, except for you see right here where I accidentally erased some of it. But you can see now they're layered together. Okay, but now you want to print them, and you're going to have to use 3 different colors of vinyl. So how do you do that? Alright, so it's simple. We're going to insert a shape, any shape you want. Let's use a star for this. So you're going to want to make your star however big you want, but remember this is going to cut out as well, so you don't want to use up too much. Once you get it to the size you want, simply duplicate it 3 times, and then all I do is I put them on top of each other, go up here to align, center horizontally, align, center vertically, and that should put them exactly on top of each other. Okay, now you can duplicate that whole thing and maybe put one over here, duplicate it again, and you could put one at the top. You can use as many of these as it takes. I usually only use 2 markers because, especially in a smaller project like this, you really don't need a whole bunch of markers, but you can do it as many times as you want. So what I do next is I find those 3 stars. So let's change this star to black. Let's change this star in this same group to purple, and then we'll change this star in the same group to blue. There you go. It's that simple. You could, which I probably should have, waited and duplicated that once I changed all the colors, but I didn't. So now let's select these 3, duplicate 1 time, because I'm only going to use 2. Let's put 1 down here at the bottom, about right there. Alright, so over here on your project view, you can see you have your purple part of your butterfly, your purple part of your stars. So make sure your project is lined up exactly where you want it. Okay, and then you can go in here and hide everything that's not purple. Okay, so the only thing showing is the purple wing and the purple stars. So now you can select all and attach. You could try weld, but sometimes, especially with this not being cleaned right, it needs to be just attached. So I attached it. Alright, and then once you've attached it, you can hide it. So now let's unhide everything that's black and do the exact same thing. Attach, then hide it, and let's unhide the blue. Attach, and now you have all 3 of your pieces. So when you go to make it, now here's one thing you need to pay attention to is which is going to go on top of what. As you can see right now, blue, according to these stars, is the very first layer, right? And let's see what the second layer is the black. And you probably want your black to be on the last layer. So send it to the back. So what you would do is you would take your blue, once it's printed, lay it on top of your purple, peel it off, and then lay all of that on top of your black according to your stars. So when you click Make It, it should have separated into 3 different ones. You're going to lose some waste here, but it's just part of what you have to do for layers. And that's pretty much it. So when you print it, you're going to lay the stars should be just like they are here. You just match the stars up, and when you match the stars up, all of your layers should be in line to that. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. Once you get used to this, then you can move on to something that's a little more complicated, like this, with many layers. And it takes a long time to do that, but you can see how many different colors that I have in here. Of course, I didn't print that purple, but for sake of looking at it, it's white. But you can see I have yellow, pink, silver, purple, green, blue. These are all the different layers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different layers on this one thing. So there you go. If you have any questions, let me know.